Alright everyone, hello and welcome to a brand new video. In today's video, we are going to bring BELO BETTY into the Eastern meta, that is OP11. We're going to go up against some of the strongest deck in that format, and we are going to show you just how strong BELO BETTY is and why BELO BETTY is one of the best decks in the format once OP11 hits. So we're going to go up against like blue-purple Luffy, green-purple Luffy, like Zoro is one of the good ones still. You know, all the good stuff from OP11. We're gonna go up against those and we're gonna beat the fuck out of them, show you just how good this deck is and why this is the only deck you will ever need once OP11 hits. So let's jump straight into the deck list. Alright, so this here is the deck list we're running. You might see a slight difference from the deck list that I've used in OP10, and that is of course this EBO2 Sabo here. I think this is just infinitely better than Kuma. It's not a great card, but it is definitely a good card. You know, being able to play it off of your Ivankovs and your Koalas and stuff. It's just a 2K. It's just better than Kuma. Otherwise, everything else is still the same. So let's jump into some games. But before we go into this video, I just got some exciting news to mention quickly. I have recently started a Patreon. Yes, exactly. So this Patreon is going to be for the people who wants to support me and my content, you know, financially. And, you know, of course, get some extra benefits with that. We have all kinds of things. We have early access to videos. We have video requests if that's something you're interested in. And I've also started coaching. Yes, so if you're interested in coaching, I have that on my Patreon as well. So do check that out if you're interested. Of course, there's going to be more things there as well. And we're going to keep adding more things to all the tiers as we get further with into the Patreon stuff. But don't worry if you're not ready to support me financially. I'm going to keep posting just like normal. Nothing's going to change with that. This is just for those people who want to be that little bit extra supportive, and it helps me out a ton. It's going to help me, you know, be able to put more time into this, and you know, not have to worry about working my actual job as well. So if you do check it out, please do so. It is in the links down below. It will help me out a ton. Thank you. Okay, so starting off with blue-purple Luffy here, which makes sense. It is the most played deck in the format. We're going to keep this hand as well, as we do have BELO BETTY. As long as we can find a Ivankov of this, we are sitting pretty. So let's hope we can do just that. We can. We'll pass there. Let's see here. So it is... Oh, there's the koala as well. That's perfect. Exactly. So we will go Ivankov. We will boost. We'll probably pitch the Inazuma. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. And we will go here. We'll go Karasu, and then he'll be down to 5k, which means we can now hit him. Wait, it's so important to have Karasu in your opening hand. We'll go 5, and he takes that. Perfect. Depending on what he plays here, we're going to try to wrap it up next turn. If we can, you know, if we trigger something. Well, we won't trigger because he didn't swing, which means he'll never swing into anything except this. Yep. All right, we'll go Koala then. We'll take our life. We will go Ivankov here, right? We don't have to. We could go, but I think we still will. We'll trash the Koala because we have too many. And we could also go Sabo here. But it would be just for an additional 2k boost. Unfortunately, this doesn't give to leaders. So he won't be able to boost like that. But we will go like this, and we'll minus here. If we can force him to use a like Gum Gum Giant here, that would be great. Unfortunately, this is probably just the tier 2 event thing. I think we will start by cheating. We could just... Let's go 5. Let's see what happens here. He does do that, but the thing is, I'm pretty sure this is the thing. So I'm actually gonna go like this. I know this looks really weird, but bringing that from 8 to 10 really just makes sure that he connects. And then we can do this. We can still just play over here. We don't have to though. There's no reason to. We'll just pass like this. Because then we can defend this pretty aggressively now because we have so many 2Ks in hand. Probably with that logic should have ditched the Lindbergh instead of the Koala, but I thought I was gonna play the Lindbergh, to be fair. But yeah, this game's pretty much wrapped up. Games always goes like this against blue-purple Luffy. And Blue Purple Luffy, mind you, is the most played deck in the OP11 format. It is 50% of the meta, and we win that 99% of the time. It's one of the most favorable matchups in the entire game. So yeah, I mean, they just got shat on, right? Nothing they could have done. They drew an entire hand of bricks, but I don't think it would have mattered. So we'll jump into the next game. All right, so we have Nami here, one of the most underwhelming leaders of the set, but still a good leader, I think. We'll see just how much play it gets over here in the West, but I think it's underperforming in the East at the moment. We'll keep this hand. This hand is pretty goddamn strong. We'll go Betty on 1, and then we will go Ivankov on 2 into something. Hopefully we'll draw something better than the Inazuma here to play off of the Ivankov. Hopefully like a Karasu. No. We'll grab the Lindbergh though. And then pass. Could have grabbed Race Max, honestly. I think there was a Race Max in there. There are arguments for it, but specifically against this Nami leader, you don't really want to go wide. You're better off going tall, since she brings herself up to 7k. We'll take this. No trigger. He gets to draw. He would have drawn anyways, because yeah, exactly. This is Hiyori. Their turn 3 is the 3 down turn is always going to be Hiyori, because they get to draw from manipulating their life and then also get to stack their life. The kind of a cracked whole thing. There's a Karasu. I don't think it's gonna be Karasu though. You know what? We should just swing 5 here and see what he does. If he goes leader effect here to boost. He doesn't, he takes it, obviously, because of the trigger there, yeah, but that's fine. We'll use, we'll trash the Lindbergh. And we will then go 5k. Well, we should do this. And then he's going to use leader effect to get rid of a brick here. But the pressure he has right now is not that, bad, even with the Kikunojo. We'll see next turn. We could go like Koala Inazuma, but if he pressures my life, I don't think I want to go Koala. I think I'll instead just go probably flat Inazuma off the Ivankov here, and we can go really tall instead. He has too many cards to get a trigger leader effect here, because he took this swing for some reason. So now he's down to 2. If he wants to do some kind of Zeus here, he'll be in a bad spot as well, because he'll have to do Zeus, which takes a life. His best card here, you could probably see, is the Nojiko. That bounces a 5 cost or less. And then I'll just, get hand size as well, so that's still going to be fine. And depending on what he bounces, I'll still be in a decent position next turn, because I can still just replay it. Yep, there's the Nojiko. He decides to bounce the Ivankov. Hopefully he's not another Nojiko. If it is, we're actually cooked. If he attacks 6 here, I might argue against, I might counter that and just go Koala next turn instead, just to go extra wide. He's thinking hard. And he does go Zeus as well. I don't know if I agree with that decision. But he does get rid of my Karasu. A little sucky, but not that deep. We will counter this. Because I do believe next turn the most optimal thing is to go Koala still. And then we have this for next turn. Going to another 2k. I've seen a lot of 2ks this game. We will go 5 at his life to just try and get a card out of their hand. Yep. And then we will go Koala, we'll go Ivankov, we'll use leader effect to out the double here, and then we will pass. And then we're going to make sure that we kill them next turn, so whatever they do, we're going to take all the lives. Just so we maximize chances of triggers. And then we have Inazuma for the rush as well. And we have a searcher in case we want to try to find another rusher. That's probably not going to be it, though. I think it's one rusher or no rusher. Because if I go double rusher, I'll be going too wide, especially since I'm lacking the Karasu. What is this? KO. Okay, so he can... Press 3 down. If both players' total amount of life cards is 5 or more, KO up to... okay, so this doesn't do anything. Yeah. GG. You read your cards, King. But I think even if he... No, it's not GG. He's gonna keep playing. Okay. That's awfully confident of you. I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna trigger, and I am going to discard the BELO BETTY. But it's like, I don't care. I don't care that you have a gazillion stuff. Doesn't change anything. I have way too many swings now. And if I'm able to draw into a Karasu off the top here, then you're just cooked. Yeah, okay. So we will not use the Inazuma, I think. I think we will instead go incredibly wide. We'll start with a 9. He goes up to 7. See how much counter he has in his hand here. Sounds confident, you know. And then we will go 9 again. Ooh, should swing with swing with one of the characters. Wait, let's just do math. 9. I can boost 10, 11, 9, 9, 11, 12. Sure. I think I have lethal. I don't know why this guy is so confident. Because isn't that... Yeah, that's perfect. You can't counter. And then, yeah, if your entire hand here is counters, or if this is a Buggy. I forgot Buggy exists. Oh, it's fine. We're chilling. It's not Buggy. So if your entire hand is 2Ks here, you win. But it's not. And I win. So yeah, probably if you didn't swing at me and you use this properly, you have that game, but you don't. And I'd say this is one of our harder matchups. Not because it's incredibly hard, but specifically because of the Nojiko here. It can get really tough. But we win those still. GG's. Okay, we're up against Smoker. Smoker is definitely still around in OP11. But that is no problem for us. In fact, we're very favored in Smoker. Okay, this is cool. He gets a Navy Searcher. So, does he... Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, he can search... Wow, this is pretty cool. I will simply just pop that, though. So you won't get the active main to trash it. This is a good card. But yeah, we're looking juicy here. Next turn we're gonna boost, bring out both of these. And swing 5s at his 4K leader. And then next turn we're gonna go Koala. We're just gonna hope that he's not able to go. We're gonna do this as well. Yep, sounds about right. So here we'll ditch one of the Koalas. We will not play 2 this game. Then we will go 5 at 4. We'll go 5 at 4. He'll counter this. You have to... Oh my god, is he that bricked? He really doesn't have any 2Ks? I mean, I guess you played 1, but still. So he's down to 1 now, which means next turn I'm able to push lethal. And he's basically not allowed to do his Smoker play here that he usually wants to do, right? So on 5, they want to go Smoker, and then restand 2 with lead, restand 1 with Smoker, and then play something else or keep Dawn up for counters, whatever. They're just not able to do that because my pressure is too much. We are completely bricked up, though, so he's going to get this Morley here, no matter what he plays. But he does have 1 Rocinante, so he's able to... Yeah, he might live 1 more turn. Maybe the safest play is to do Koala next turn. If this is Smoker and then into Rocinante, then that's probably the most optimal play that he can do. Because then, yeah, well, now he can't do that anymore. But he's going to get the Morley. That's fine. still think the best call is to do Koala this turn. Ooh, we can do that too, which is pretty nice. And then we will do this, we will do this. We will do 8 here, -1. He has a couple options here, because he has 2 up, which means he has the 2-cost counter event, most likely. Which means he's, you know, at least versatile in his countering. But we're still in a very good spot, because he won't be able to push lethal next turn, no matter what. We will go 5 at 4. Then he's probably gonna -0 here. This is where you should play the event, yeah. +3, -2. Depends on what 2Ks he has in hand. But he goes for Inazuma, but we will still go 5 at 4. And he takes that, which makes me think that he doesn't have anything for this. Which means we win. Oh, he does have something for this? Nope, he doesn't have some. He doesn't have it. Wow, okay, well that was free. But yeah, this deck is so favored. Like, we're so favored into this. I even didn't play aggressive. Like, the correct play would have just been to go face. But this worked out great. I would have also cheated out the Morley. He wouldn't have had lethal next turn, even with the Hody. Because yeah, he would have gone Hody 5-6. Yeah, 5-6, so we could counter this the 5. We would have been fine. We also, yeah, we'd be chilling. Okay, we got against Lucci, which is also one of the matchups that are probably definitely sticking around. My build is slightly weaker to Lucci than I would like it, since I run more 6-cost Koala heavy than I am running you know, 5-cost Ivankov, which is the MVP of this matchup. I'm sure it'll be fine, especially when they don't have Mori anymore. We should be big chilling. We'll take this 5, no trigger, but there is the 5-cost Ivankov I was talking about. Unfortunately, hit the Brook on curve, which is always really rough for us. I'll grab another rusher here. We'll go this. We'll boost here. I think it's fine. I think I'm gonna rid of one of the Inazumas actually. Brook on curve is always really rough for us, because they can remove whatever they want. And then hopefully they don't have some sort of reduction here. If they do, we're a little bit cooked. But we will take this too. There's the trigger, perfect. We'll get rid of the Koala, because we're probably gonna go 5 Ivankov next turn anyways. The absolute worst thing that can happen as Lucci, or like against Lucci, is that they go, ooh, wow, he's aggressive. I'll take this too. Is that they go, what's it called? Soap Sheep, and then into Lucci. We'll start by you doing this. We'll grab this. And we will go 5-cost Ivankov. We'll go into the rusher. And then we will pitch. And we will go for another rusher here, I think. Try to get some cards out of his hand. Yep. 7. Gonna swing with Ivankov first, because if he does trigger like a Shigan or something, we want him to target this rather than this. And then we'll go 8. And now, because he did such an aggressive play in last turn, we are punishing him by bringing down his life so hard. While still being able to get rid of the Brook. Like, if we don't get rid of the Brook there, he just wins, because he can just go, like, whatever. We're gonna have to let that go. Let's see where he minus. He minus on the Morley, which means this is probably a Rebecca player or something. He did have perfectly 10 for that, so it could be Lucci here. But he needs one more reduction, because he went for this one instead of this one, which is wrong. Yeah, so he doesn't have enough, which means he KOs one thing, which means we win. Obviously not the best pilot I've ever seen, but yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. We have such a dominating presence right now that it really would not have mattered what he did. I guess he technically has one Dawn up, and he can always trigger here. So maybe. But yeah, I doubt he has anything. Yeah. This is GG. Nice. Well, that was free. Next game. All right, we're up against Buggy, which is one that people have been complaining about, actually like demolishing them. We got a fairly good hand here. We mulliganed our shitty first hand. So the problem with Buggy is the 7-cost promo, right? So it negates 3 costs and 4 costs from attacking. So the way you work around that is that you play 1 to 2 costs, or like 5 and above. Or you can like kill it, right, with the correct cards. I think we grab, I want to say Karasu here, but it's probably Sabo. Let's go Sabo. And we'll go stage, we'll pitch the Hormone. We'll grab the Ivankov, as the Ivankov still very much puts in work, even if it's a 4-cost that, you know, doesn't really do anything against Promo Buggy. It's able to reduce things when we do actually eventually go for killing him. Wow, he's being aggressive. I don't know how I feel about that. I should probably not take this, but I do. Because I'm greedy like that. This is good because we can bring him down faster. We'll probably pitch the Sabo here. We'll grab a second reducer, just because I know that could come in clutch in a couple turns. Actually, we're probably just going to discard it here anyways. I'm going to let his Galdino sit, I think. Yeah, I think I will do that. I think that's fine. Probably usually correct to take this out. But I think I'm in a position where it's not that deep. No, I changed my mind. We're pivoting into this. And here comes Promo Buggy. He took 2 hits, which is good for us, right? But now that Promo Buggy comes, none of these will be able to do anything. But we should still be in an alright position as long as we can find some sort of reducers and stuff. There it is. You could definitely take, like, if you have a Buggy heavy like local meta, or you're expecting to see a lot of Buggy, something like Divine Departure could work wonders against this. We are going to get rid of the Ivankov. We're going to find another searcher. We're going to use the searcher. We're going to find a Kuma. And then we are going to establish another Karasu. And we're going to use it on the Mihawk, so he doesn't like free block here. We might die on the clap. Oh, actually, this card can't attack, so we're big chilling. We'll see what he does here. We are 1 reducer away from popping this, in which case he will die instantaneously. So yeah, 1 more reducer and he's cooked. And let's see, we have 1 race max here. I don't know what we've bottom decked, but I'm sure that we can find one. We still have, yeah, we've used double searchers as well. But yeah, I'm thinking about this a lot, but he ends up taking it. No trigger. Right, and this is what I mean with like Ivankov still being alright, even if he can't attack, right? Is that you're able to cheat out things. Like I could have cheated out some of this as well, like in case I wanted it to. Like still just discounting things. He doesn't have any form of rush in this deck, I'm pretty sure. So we're just gonna take all of these. Ooh. I don't think I triggered that. I'm not gonna trigger that. That might be a misplay. But oh, Okay, well, he returned that to my hand. No, to the bottom I drew into this. Okay, we're gonna start to look for our reducers here. That's not it. Let's grab this just in case, but we're gonna do this, and there it is. Okay, so we're gonna go 1 reducer, we're gonna go 2 reducers, we're gonna go leader effect, we're gonna boost here, here, and here, we're gonna go Ivankov to pop this, and then we're gonna start going here. We're gonna go 8 minus 4. We might not have enough, he has a bunch of cards in hand, but this is like the way that you do it, right? Yeah, I think we're gonna be a little short probably, but it's gonna be powerful at least. Maybe he'll be like greedy and do some kind of okay. Counters the first one. See what he does with the second one. Yeah, I don't think we have enough swings, right? We have just about, but we don't have. They're not powerful enough. Like these two are gonna be weak. Probably should have sequenced differently. Probably should have put 2 here, 2 Dawn here, and then boosted here instead. But he does end up taking that. I think that means we have to risk. This is going to be a 6 no matter what. So we'll have to go 6. And then when he counters this, I guess we just hope. Oh, he blocks. Okay. I think we'll go 7 here then. Then he might not have it. He should have it though. Right? They don't run that many bricks. Yeah, he had just enough. Wow. Wasn't that just lucky? Yeah, not much I can do from there. But we almost had him. We almost did exactly what we were supposed to. And yeah, he was lucky to just about have it. He triggered now too, I guess. Not that it matters. Game's over. You've won, king. I wonder if I had sequenced that differently if it had been worked better. I don't know. Yeah, let's find out what he had. Yeah, he had just about enough. He was just about enough. Damn. Okay, well, you saw in action how you're supposed to beat this deck at least, and it definitely works. He just happened to have a bunch of cards, right? And if he like doesn't have this here, then maybe you can always pivot into like going board on that turn. You have a lot of options at least, and it's definitely possible to remove the buggy. It's not as much of a problem as it might seem like. All right, we're up against green purple Luffy. We're gonna keep this hand. We have a turn 1 and we have Ivankov. That's, you know, can't ask for more. We are going first though, which is rough. I keep forgetting to check that when I'm mulligan. I'm just like, oh, I'm going second. I always go second. But no, we're going first here, which is awful. But I think that takes him off his curve as well, so it's not that bad. We can always go here. I think we'll grab Koala. No, it's probably too slow. Grab another Ivankov. And probably just swing 7 here. We no need to establish another body, because if next turn we're gonna have 2 bodies and gonna be able to go Ivankov anyways. Yeah, so next turn is just gonna be Ivankov, boost, swing, whatever. Even do Inazuma and swing 5 with that too. Oh, that's wonderful, dude. No trigger. Okay, never mind. So it is now Betty, Karasu, into here, into here, into here, into here. Very straightforward stuff here, guys. Come on, you should have seen that line. Now we're just gonna empty his hand of 2Ks and we're good to go. He takes 1. He should not be taking more than 1 hit here. Yep. But he's still in a bad spot because he has nothing. And we have the Karasu for if this is like Sanji putting into restand stuff. We still have the Karasu, so we can bring him down back to a 5k leader. We also have this, so we can cheat out a Inazuma or a Karasu if we draw into that. Yeah, we're just in a generally great spot to kill him next turn. And if not, we still live, you know? So 6 into that, that's fine. Hopefully this is not a blocker of some kind. Oh, that's even better for him. But at least he's only swinging 5k. Which we can counter out of. So he's thinking of what to rest here. Correct play is probably Karasu. I mean, you're not... Yeah, it doesn't matter, because he's swinging there anyways. I think this is all fine. Ooh, that's good. So we will flat play the Inazuma. We will boost by trashing this. We'll go like this. We will go like this. We will go like this. Oh, I boosted wrong. I should have boosted the Inazuma. I forgot. My bad. Yeah, this is sixes galore. This is 6, 6, 6, 8. There's no way. 6 is 2 cards, 6 is 2 cards, 6 is 2 cards. There is a way, but it's very unlikely. Yeah, these numbers could have been a lot better if I, boosted properly. But sometimes when you play games this fast as BELO BETTY does, your brain gets a little mushy. Yeah, he's completely bricked up. So we win those. GG's. All right, we're up against the Blackbeard, one of the still most played decks in the meta for sure. We'll see what we can do here. We're going second, which is good. He's gonna find stage, which is annoying, but fine. This is probably not Betty. This is probably Q. No, they don't play Doc Q anymore. Only the cringe people play Doc Q still. Are we gonna grab Brace Max and go really wide here, actually? And him going first is really rough, because that means he's gonna be a turn too late on the Shiryu. I'm pretty sure most people have cut Doc Q at least. Goes for a teach, so now we know he has 1 brick. We'll go 5, we'll take it, we'll trigger. We'll trigger out the Lindbergh. That way we can go 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Oh, he did play the Doc Q. Oh, wow. Okay. That's fine. I'm surprised, but that's just not correct. I'm pretty sure. We'll boost here. We'll bring out the... Oh, we can only bring out Kuma, but we don't even have on place, so it doesn't really matter. We will start by doing this, just so that we can get rid of the Doc Q. And we will go 5. And then we'll go 5. He is a turn too early on the black hole, which means he's not very skilled in this matchup, or he's not a very skilled player. I guess we'll find out eventually. It's really rough that I wasn't able to get something better off of this. But it's just because I drew into the hormone and I have these bricks in my hand. And not having stage here is going to be really rough. Was that a trigger? Or did he... No, he played that. This is also bad for us. He's going to do a search here for another Hachinoso. Just fine by me. So now he has 2 bricks in hand because he's still... Oh, no, he used the black hole. Okay, so we know about that 1 teach in his hand. Goes into max, makes sense. Yeah, he has black hole me though, so might as well just establish that. Yeah, we'll start with a 5. He triggers, but we're gonna go with a 7 here, I think. Yeah, we'll go 7. We'll just leave Kuma standing this turn. It's fine. I don't think it's worth to boost this turn. Like, I get 1 card out of his... I get 1 card from this, and then this connects more securely, but, like... That connected anyways, right? Yeah, because he... Yeah, that's fine. As long as if he uses his entire turn to pop something that I play, and then using leader ability, he's losing a bunch of value every turn. But which it's fine, because that's like kind of what he does, right? He stalls out to 10 Dawn, but the games doesn't really last that long. So now we can go. I think I still just leave this standing. Yeah, he concedes. Yeah, sounds about right. It's too slow. It's too slow, that play style. It's way too slow. But we win those, yeah. Alright, that is going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content like this, make sure you like this video and also subscribe down below as well as, to keep up and, see videos in the future. You fucking get it, alright? Also, though, quick reminder, brand new Patreon in the description down below. Go check that out as well if that's something you're interested in. Besides that, I hope to see you again in the next one. Peace.